guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So I apologize in advance. The displays are doing some sort of a reflection dealy where you can't really see the displays that well. I am sorry about that. I've tried different ways of setting this up and it just, I don't know, it's just not working out that way. Anyway, so what we have here is the Beatbuddy Mini and the Beatbuddy. I was in Sudbury today because I had to go there. And while I was there, I stopped in at Long McQuaid there. And I ended up picking up the original Beatbuddy for rental for now. Eventually I'm going to purchase it. Just right now, I have other things that are priority, and it's actually pretty cheap to rent it. So what the heck, might as well rent it for the time being. Anyways, I wanted to do a video to compare the two and explain the differences, okay, in full, because a lot of people don't understand. And some people do think that the Beatbuddy is a little intimidating too. At first I thought it was a little intimidating, to be honest, because, you know, you can set this thing up any way you want. You can make your own rhythms and download them into the card and play them through, and it's like, wow, this is like, how much of a learning curve is there? Because some videos actually that I've watched say there's, you know, a bit of a learning curve to it. I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I can figure stuff out pretty quick, and, you know, I figured out how to use the built-in stuff already pretty quick. You know, there's a few things I'm still not quite there yet, but we're getting it, you know. So now the Beatbuddy Mini is what you see is what you get. Okay, you've got an input jack, you got a foot switch jack for using the foot switch, and you have an output jack. You've got some LEDs up here that tell you what's going on. You know, you've got a tap button so you can switch between different genre, different songs within the genre, as well as you can change your tempo up and down any way you want, within limitations, of course, of these pedals. And of course, then you have your main foot switch that, you know, it tells you, you know, tap once for fill and tap again and do a fill, tap again, do a fill. It's all the exact same fill, okay? Hold for transition. That does put you into a phrase like a bridge or a chorus type beat. And then of course you hold it again and then let go, brings you back to the original first phrasing. And then of course you have double tap to end. And the features on the Beatbuddy are going to be pretty much the same way, except you get 3 fills that are all different. They're not all the same, which is kind of nice. Same double step to turn it off, shut it down. Same single step, turn it on. Same with your transition, push and hold. But the Beatbuddy original also has left and right input jacks on the side, and your foot switch, and a separate volume for your headphones. And of course you have a headphone jack on here. You also have 2 outputs, left and right, and you have a MIDI input. You also have USB ability to go to your computer, and of course you've got your SD card slot. Now this SD card has all your info for the pedal on it, and it's a 4 gig card, and there's a pile of space there to put all kinds of files in and have fun. Both of these pedals each come with a power supply. Both have little booklets with them with some basic get to know you stuff. And of course you can definitely download more further stuff on the Beatbuddy. The manual for the Beatbuddy Mini is basically what you get in the box. That's what you got. Very straightforward though with the Beatbuddy Mini. I find that it is a perfect pedal, the Mini, for beginners, okay, and, you know, students, right? And it would be good for a lot of stuff for intermediate players, but eventually an intermediate player is definitely going to get bored with the Beatbuddy Mini, because you cannot alter the file systems. You can't add stuff in, you can't take it away. It's what they give you is what you got, and you got to work within that. Whereas the Beatbuddy, you can replace your drummer, kick his butt out of the band and use the Beatbuddy. No, I'm just kidding. You don't want to do that. Well, unless you really have to, but you know. Thing is, the Beatbuddy can actually replace a drummer if necessary, because of the fact you can program this thing any way you want. And the software is really not that hard to use. I've already downloaded the program for it. But I can also make up files and tracks from programs like GarageBand, for example, or I can work within Cubase and, you know, do all kinds of funky stuff. And it's really neat. And things are kept in different folders here too. So if we go into the tempo here, for example, we're in the rock folder. So if we take the left arrow, we can get out of that folder and go to another one, punk, R&B, reggae. We can intermix stuff here too. But if we want rocks, well, we say we want rock. Now, the drum set, right now it's on rock. Well, let's say we want a jazz drum set. So we have rock 1 with a jazz drum set. 100 beats per minute. I don't like that drum set that much. How about we go, let's go to brushes. Well, you know, that rock one, it's kind of not bad, but let's switch that to rock 13. Oh, wait a minute, here's one called Jungle Toms. Rock 14. Let's see what that is. So this is the sort of thing you can do with the Beatbuddy. You won't be doing this sort of thing or have this kind of access on the regular Beatbuddy Mini, okay? There's our outro. So on the Beatbuddy Mini, right now we're on rock 1, but we want to go to a song. We get 5 rock songs, okay? Now our tempo is at 107. Let's try that. Now one thing you're going to notice right away is my volume levels are both at 12 o'clock. Okay, so let me go. I'm gonna make this a fair game here. So we're gonna be on rock 1, and 100 beats per minute. And let's go tempo rock 1, and we want the raw. In this case, I guess it'll be a standard drum set. Oh, let's go rock. Okay, rock 1. Rock drum set. I don't know what drum set they're using on the Beatbuddy Mini, but anyway, so our volume's at 43%. It tells you the percentage here. 100 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute, 4/4 time, okay? Now, both of these pedals are hooked into my mixers, each on its own channel. All the gains, the levels are all dead on exactly the same levels. Now watch me fire up the Beatbuddy Mini. So there's a little bit less output out of the Beatbuddy at the same volume level as the Beatbuddy Mini. Beatbuddy Mini has a little bit more punch out on the output, so a little bit more preamp, which is kind of nice. So there is a difference there between the two, but nothing to worry about, because the more you crank up your PA system, the louder stuff's going to get. And believe me, this Beatbuddy can get awfully obnoxious through the PA system. Now, both pedals, of course, are recommended to either go through an acoustic amp, a PA system, or a home stereo for best results, best sound quality. I totally agree with that. I also would like to say that given that the Beatbuddy Mini exhibits a problem when you plug into a pedal rack, your guitar, your drum beat will stay clean into your guitar amp, but your once you hit a distortion or an overdrive, you get like this warble delay because you're playing, right? And it's like, wait a minute, I've like already played 15 more notes kind of thing, and there's kind of like it's trying to catch up. The guitar is trying to catch up. I don't know what does that. I don't know how or why. I mean, on a clean signal, even on a chorus pedal, it's fine. It seems to be anyway. I could be just hearing things, but I know for a fact that on the distortion overdrives, yeah, it does that, and it's like not acceptable. So if it's going to do it on that one, it's likely going to do it on this, but I will let you know if it actually does do it on the Beatbuddy, because I am going to try hooking that into my pedal rack too. Now, here's the thing too, is when you are going to hook these into a guitar amp and use your guitar amp, they do suggest going through an auxiliary port if you have one on your amp for the best results. Then you have no interference, and you also don't have to plug an instrument into the Beatbuddy, okay, which is good. However, if you need to adjust your bass, mid, and treble on your amplifier, of course your amp dictates, and you're going to mess up the sound of your guitar if you want everything at 12 o'clock for your guitar, but you need to add more thump or take away some highs or add some highs. That's why it's best to run a separate amp, PA, or home stereo with these pedals. This is why Beatbuddy recommends that, to avoid all those problems. Also, if you are going through an effects loop chain with external pedals, you're going to find that it's going to have some issues there, especially if you have an amp that has built-in effects already too. Amps with built-in effects will screw up the sound of the pedal completely, okay, because you won't be able to use any of your onboard effects on your amp. And there are a lot of people who, yeah, I can afford a Beatbuddy Mini, will say. And I got this amp, and it's got built-in modeling effects like a Mustang 1V2. It's what most beginners would start with for an amp. Some intermediate guys like them, advanced players. I mean, I had a couple. I used them as PA speakers until I got my Yorkville system set up. They worked for a while, but I could never use any of my onboard effects if I wanted to even do vocals, right? So that became a problem with that setup. So you're definitely, like I said, you definitely want to hook these things into their own amplified source that's totally independent of your guitar and amp. And I would probably suggest not plugging your guitar in to the pedal unless it's just a straight clean signal. Then that's fine, like an acoustic guitar, for example, or an electric guitar where it's going to stay straight clean. Then I think you'd be fine. It's the distorted signal that it starts to do weird stuff, and like I said, I don't know. But I'm going to try it on the original Beatbuddy, and if I have the same issue, well, then you'll know about it. If I don't have the same issue, you'll know about that too. I think as far as when it comes down to it, the Beatbuddy Mini is perfect for beginners. It's going to help them keep their timing for sure. And there is so much built into the Beatbuddy Mini. It is crazy. And there's like millions of songs you can play along with these beats, like literally. You know, the advantage of the Beatbuddy Original is, of course, programmability, customizing things exactly how you want them to happen. That's my phone. Hang on. We'll have to shut that off. Sorry about that. Anyways, so, but the Beatbuddy Original does everything. Like, it literally can replace a drummer. You can customize your own files, do whatever you want, and so it has so much more to offer. And you know, I mean, when you think about it too, the Beatbuddy Mini, now Canadian dollars here, $169.99 for the Beatbuddy Mini, and $419, I think it was 99 or just $419 for the Beatbuddy Original. And I think the prices on each pedal are just fine. You're getting a whole lot for your money. I have a Nux Loop Core pedal that has, I think, 40 rhythms, and even the sound of those rhythms is not half as good as what these are. You know, and I can take files from, you know, something like looper files from GarageBand or some other drum loops, and I can put them into a memory bank of my loop core and play them back, and they'll sound awesome. But they have to be preset rhythms for specific songs to work right, like anything else, right? So I don't have very much flexibility with that sort of thing, where the Beatbuddy gives you ultimate adjustability for whatever you want to do. Beatbuddy Mini, again, it's more of the basics, but it's got a ton in there. You do have, you know, pretty much every genre of music there. For styles, you've got the tempo access, you've got, you know, more volume access. You can put a control foot switch on either one of these. You will get access to more capabilities on the control switch box, the outside box on the Beatbuddy 1 than you will over the Mini. That's just the way it goes, you know, and that's fine. You know, it's kind of, that's where it's at. So I'm trying to basically help you guys understand the differences between them. You know, either one of them are awesome. Either one of them are definitely worthwhile. Pick up one, pick up both. You know, I don't think that beginners are going to get along very well with the programming aspects of the Beatbuddy original, this one here, right away. And it is a lot of money to put out. So, I mean, you'd have to make sure that you're really seriously going to stick it out with guitar or whatever instrument you're wanting to accompany with this before spending $420. You know, whereas the Beatbuddy Mini, it's not as expensive, and it is definitely geared towards the beginners. And like I said, I do think it's great for beginners and intermediate players, but intermediate players will get bored with it, and because they're going to want more and want more, and they won't be able to do it with that one. But with this one, you don't have any of the limits or restrictions at all, and you can do whatever you want, which is kind of like, that's kind of like the way I like things. I want to be able to do what I want, you know what I mean, and get what I want for the sound, for the song, and without any problems, and have my own little additions in there, like a little drum roll maybe, or maybe a you know, type of thing on the cymbals instead of what's pre-programmed type of thing. So anyways, they both come with power packs, but just no cables. I mean, like no amp cables. You do get power packs with them, which is great. And they got really long power lines on them, so you won't run out of space for going from your wall socket to where you need it. At least you shouldn't. In this room, I definitely have a lot of extra cable now from these. So anyways, guys, that's where we're at with this. I would go through a bunch more stuff as far as beats and that go, but I really don't think it's all that necessary. But you know, let's just do this though. Let's go beatbox. Let's go pop music, and let's go with a rock drum set, and let's go song 5, just something different. Now the fills, you will get 3 different fills. Okay. Now with the Beatbox Mini, Beatbox Mini only offers you 1 fill. You get 3 different fills with the Beatbuddy original or the Beatbuddy Mini. 1 fill, it's the same fill. And you can transition. You push and hold the pedal down on either one. You transition to the other part, which would be your chorus or bridge area. And then you can retransition back to the normal beginning beats after you're done that. So they both do that, and that's fine. But anyways, hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to ask. I will have some videos once I have gone through the programming and done some stuff up and showing you what I've come up with. You can go to the Beatbuddy website and investigate even further. There's actually, I was downloading a whack load of stuff from the Beatbuddy website, including charts for the best setups for the Beatbuddy pedal for like worship music, and the actual songs and the artists who did that song. And there's like a couple of, you know, one song with 3 different artists doing it and so on. And same with your normal music, your normal rock and blues and jazz and all that stuff. There's another sheet there that they show you, you know, what are the best setups to play those songs with on the Beatbuddy. And so you'll be able to do a certain amount anyways, because those files were for the regular Beatbuddy, but a lot of those you can actually apply to the Beatbuddy Mini to get hopefully the same sort of thing going. And do play with the tempos too, and adjust them the way you want. And it'll be cool. You'll enjoy it. You'll have a lot of fun with the Beatbuddy, whichever one you get. I am only going to end up owning in the end this one here, the Beatbuddy original. It's the one I've been after since the first day I seen it advertised, and I was like, man, I gotta have that thing. I just gotta have it. And it's been a while that it's been on the market, but you know, it is probably still the #1 best drum machine out there, and cost effective wise for either one. You know, they're great pedals, awesome company. I mean, the stuff people come up with is just amazing these days, and the guys that came up and designed these things definitely know their stuff, and they're really good. Anyways, that's all I got for you, so thanks for watching. Like I said, feel free to ask questions, and I'll do what I can to answer them, but do stay tuned for more videos on the Beatbuddy 1. The Beatbuddy Mini is going to be going back, even though I rented it for a month. I'm probably just going to take it back early because I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be using the Beatbuddy, and because this is the one that's the keeper for me. So, but I am glad I have the opportunity to check out both and have fun with both, to know which one I really, really want in the end. Because even though I may say I really want something, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes I get something different. And in this case, I've always wanted this since the beginning, and I'm glad that I'm going to be able to get it, because that's going to make a whole world of difference in all the types of music that I play. Thanks again. See you later.